If you want to see me swatch my first ever MAC palette, then keep watching. Okay, let's get this out of the way. If you like the content of this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you like the content on this channel in general, please consider subscribing. That would be awesome. Okay, per the intro, we are talking MAC today, and I'm super excited. The only other MAC product I have are a couple of glitters that a friend of mine gave me a little bit of. She had a bit of a stash of discontinued glitters and gave me some, and I'm very, very grateful. Two little plastic caps, but I have never purchased a product from MAC, and I'm so happy that MAC is now at Sephora, and so I picked up my first palette. And I picked up this one, which is called the Shiny Pretty Things Eye Party in Rose. And there's a smoky version that has a blue cover, and there's also a face palette with the same kind of design, just if you're curious. Now this palette, and I do like the fact that it has a magnetic closure. I like the texture of the palette itself. Now it has plastic on it to protect the, I guess, the metal here, and then the information on the back, which I'm not too keen on, is just a clear sticker, but I guess that's going to disappear pretty quick. The only way to keep it is to keep the box, I guess. So let's take a look inside. There is a brush. So a flat shader brush and then a pointier end for more precision work, I guess. But it's a little weird. It's called the MAC 543 SES. But it's a little weird. It's kind of flat. I've never seen a brush like that before. Okay, well, anyway, comes with a brush. This end is quite a bit softer, and then this end is just not as flexible as the softer side, by what I can tell. Yeah. The fibers seem relatively soft. They don't seem quite as scratchy as some brushes are, but I guess I will have to use it to know for sure. The mirror is protected with a plastic. That's nice. Actually, two plastics. There was one for the mirror and one for the shadows, so that's good. Two plastics, so that's nice. The mirror is the full length of the palette, which is good, and there are 9 shades, and the palette folds completely back, which I really like. So here are all the shades, and I was going to do swatches for you because I'm not going to use this palette right away, but it is available, I believe, for $37 on Sephora. I don't know if it's available at MAC. I don't tend to shop at MAC stores, so maybe somebody can let me know in the comments. It looks like there are 2 or 3 mattes. I think it's just 2 mattes. Looks like these 2 are mattes. This one looks like the only metallic, and the rest seem to be shimmers. So let's do a swatch fest. Now I did realize when I got this palette that this was really the punch of color. If you cover it up, there's not all that much going on. But still, I wanted an affordable MAC palette to try the product, and I don't care that the pan size is relatively small, because I'm trying out the product, and really, frankly, it's nice to have smaller palettes. I like that. 9 pans, small pans, I'm good with it. So let's go with some swatches. I think just because there are 9, I'm going to do 3 at a time. So here we go. There's some disturbance of the powder, but there's no kick up really, so that's good. The powder moves around in the pan, but it's not dusty, is what I'm trying to say. So here are the first three. The lighter mattes are really hard to see on my arm. The middle one is a shimmer. There are no shade colors on here, so I can't tell you what they are. On to the next three. So I'm going to start with the bronzy color, then the pink, then the red, which looks like a red metallic. Oh, it has kind of it's a bit of a fiery orange red. Oh, the pink is pretty chunky. And the red is definitely going to be a double swatch. I kind of ran my finger over 3 times here. Okay, so here are the other three, the next three. I think I'm going to extend the swatches for those three because it's in an awkward place on my arm. Okay, so I just extended the swatch. I did not swatch all over the shades. I'll do a second pass of all of these once we've done just kind of the first go. And we have 3 more shades with the darkest one coming up. I have a feeling I'm really going to like these last shades. Okay, so here are the last 3. I'm going to move my arm this way so that you can see, you can have a better look at the swatches. Okay. I'm going to go a second pass on all of these because, as I've said in previous swatch videos, I don't think that we go one swipe to do our color on our eye, and very often we're using our finger, we're tapping, we're going back into the shadow, we're tapping again. So I'm just going to build up the colors one more time. I'll fast forward that and show you the result. Okay, I've gone and done a second pass, and here are the shades. There's only one in here that I'm really not impressed with, and it's that kind of a pinky one. It's still, I don't know if you can see it if I get close enough to the camera. It's really chunky and dusty. I don't know if it's showing up that it's falling off. But it's a really weird texture. I wonder if it's better if it's pressed in the skin. Yeah, I think that might be working better for it. And the red to me is a real enigma, really, is what I'll call it, because I've got black eyeshadow going all over because I pointed with it. It's an enigma because it ends up showing up a lot more kind of orangey brown than pure red, but if you look at the pan, it definitely looks red. So it's almost like you can see the difference between the two. Very, very different. So I should do this so you can see all the colors relative to the pan. So the red is very different from what's in the pan, whereas to me the other colors look pretty true to what's in the pan. So if you are getting this palette for the red, beware that it is more of a rusty orange. Just a point that you may want to consider. I have to admit, kind of interested in that red, and it's not a Christmas red, it's a little bit different. So, but I'm still happy that I have, for, you know, under 40 bucks, I have a MAC palette for me to try, just to try the formula, to get a feel for it, and really looking forward to it. If I do recall that the shade names are in the description box on the web for this palette, it's just not written here with any sort of ease of reference, unless it's on the box. Ah, Yes. Okay, so they are on the back of the box. Pardon me, because they identify them by color to identify what is in the ingredients for, or what the ingredients are for the different colors. So if you keep the box, you will be able to see the shades on the back, even though they're not written on the powders, just underneath the pan themselves. I am looking forward to trying this palette. If you are curious to get a first impressions with me by doing an eye look, similar to what I did here with the Pat McGrath look, please let me know and I will be happy to do that for you. But for now, yep, I'm okay with how these shades swatched, and yeah, looking forward to playing with it in the future. I hope you enjoyed this video, I really do. And I thank you very much for joining me. I look forward to seeing you in the next video. But for now, take care.